Aliens, leviathans, and all the creatures nightmares are made of. But how exactly did we get here? Well, I'm going to find out as I plan on spending the next 100 days trying to escape the planet. So fasten your life jackets because things are about to get wet. The story begins with our ship, the Aurora, suffering a catastrophic hull breach from an unknown attack, sending everyone on board sprinting towards the escape pod.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Cool. Holy shit. We just escaped pod. Oh. Uh-oh. I've just been whacked in the noggin. After that rather unfortunate whack to the head, I awoke to find the life pod engulfed in flames. So I broke free of my harness, picked up the nearby fire extinguisher and let loose. My tablet then booted informing me that I'd suffered minor head trauma, which was optimal apparently. Exploring the life pod, I found a fabricator and a storage locker containing a few items, nutrient blocks, flares and some water. With nothing else left to see inside the life pod, I made my way outside to see what had happened. Oh, so that's what we just crash landed out of.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs.
Cause unknown, it fell out of the f***ing sky. It turns out it didn't just fall out of the sky because that would have been way too simple. But more on that later on in the video. Whee! Whoa, look at that ugly thing. That ugly creature is a gasopod, and that angry STD looking bulbous on its rear end releases harmful gas when you venture too close. While exploring the area, I managed to catch a garryfish, which I cooked at the fabricator. I then decided to look through the blueprints page on my tablet, of which there was plenty. And then how do we... Oh, standard R2 tank, free titanium. Heading back outside, I found my first piece of titanium from breaking this limestone chunk, thanks to this handy little arrow. But while searching for more material, I forgot to keep track of my oxygen levels. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of oxygen. Uh-oh. No! Oh! Oh my god. Returning to the life pod, I crafted a battery using some copper ore and an acid mushroom, unlocking the blueprint for a power cell. My hunger levels were starting to become low, so I cooked the bladderfish I'd caught earlier, and before anyone pipes up in the comments about me cooking it instead of using it to make water, what can I say, I'm a bit of an idiot. Using the battery I just crafted, I was now able to make a scanner tool, so I headed back outside scanning a rabbit ray, blue palm and acid mushroom, before being interrupted. Oh my god, what is that? Oh! Leave me alone! No! Scared of what else may be lurking in the dark, I decided to head back to the life pod, where I crafted a survival knife and a pair of fins, hoping that this would allow me to defend myself. Venturing back outside, I decided to explore this cave system. Oh shit. No. Ah! Making my way back into the caves, I found that the crash fish left behind cave sulfur, which was one of the materials needed for the repair tool. No! Ah! Oh, I've just died. And just like that, my first death of many throughout this playthrough happened on day 2. So for now, I decided to avoid exploring any more caves and instead did a little bit more scanning, finding the fragments to a sea glide as well as the mobile vehicle bay. While exploring, I'd managed to find a few more pieces of titanium, which I used to craft the standard O2 tank, increasing my oxygen capacity from 45 to 75, as well as unlocking the high capacity O2 tank blueprint. Glass, standard O2 tank, titanium and silver ore. With the repair tool now crafted, I used it to fix the radio on board the life pod. Distress signal received. God, how long is that? 99999. Let me just work that out. It turns out that is 4,116 days, or 11 years to be precise. Looks like this rescue won't be happening anytime soon. So with that depressing information out of the way, I got back to work repairing the life pod. I then headed back outside where I found the fragments for a scanner room, leaving only 2 more to be found. But I'd managed to venture a little too close to the Aurora and received a radiation warning. This was because the Aurora's drive core was damaged in the crash, leaving it in a critical state. Oh, what's this? Ah, sea glide fragment. Yes. I got a sea glide. After finding the final fragments for the Sea Glide, I headed back to the fabricator to see what materials it needed. Although, I'm not exactly sure why I didn't just look at the blueprints page on my tablet, but it wasn't all to waste because while inside, I received another radio message.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency Sea Glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
And with that, I received their last known coordinates. But before heading off in search of LifePod 3, I now had all the materials needed for the Sea Glide. No. Stay away from me. Oh my, leave me alone. Eventually I made it to the LifePod, where I found a databank containing the blueprints to a compass and a PDA. But while heading back to my base, I'd received an emergency broadcast.
Has occurred in the Aurora's drive.
Oh god.
The reactor will reach a supercritical state. 18 minus 10, 9, 8, 7.
What the hell is going on?
6, 5.
Oh no, it's gonna blow up.
3, 2.
Whoa. God. Jesus. Well, it certainly blew up. With that massive explosion and the drive core well and truly breached, I was helpfully handed a blueprint for a radiation suit. While back at the LifePod, I received another radio message, this time from Ozzy, as well as another set of coordinates.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by this Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Man, that thing is huge. It's got like... Oh, it's got coral on its back. That thing is a reef-back leviathan, and not only does it have coral on its back, but it also has these handy little barnacles which contain either copper or silver ore. But it was also the home to the tiger plants, which shot spiked barbs at nearby enemies, although at the time I could not work out what the hell was going on. Oh, what the hell was that? Eventually I made it to LifePod 17, where I found another PDA and the first of 3 fragments for the Seamoth, as well as unlocking the blueprints for the bioreactor. I then received another radio message, but this time from the Sunbeam, who had received an SOS from the Aurora, but not surprisingly were unable to obtain a response.
Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up.
I spent the morning of day 5 searching for lead so that I could craft a radiation suit, but with no such luck I returned to the LifePod to find another radio message.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how bad, how many of you, I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
While back inside the LifePod, I now had all the materials required to craft a high-capacity O2 tank, increasing my oxygen levels from 75 to 135. But I'd yet to find any more pieces of lead, so I spent the rest of the day searching the nearby area, where I eventually found the final piece needed, allowing me to craft the radiation suit. With the suit now equipped, I was able to venture closer to the Aurora, where I found the first fragment towards the Cyclops. What's that? Cyclops bridge fragment. Oh my god. Cyclops, it's like a little boat. Heading even deeper into the crash site, I found a time capsule, which I scanned, unlocking the blueprint, but stupidly I never picked it up. Although I would come to find out later that these time capsules are in fact left by other players. I then headed inside the Aurora's damaged structure, where I managed to find some dry land. Finally. Oh, there's little crabbies running around. Oh, and they were going to attack me, of course. Get off me. I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting, because pretty much everything in this game is out to kill you. Although I did find this entrance, but it was blocked, which made me believe that I needed to progress further into the game before I could clear this area. So I left for now and headed back to the LifePod. On the morning of day 7, I found another Seamoth fragment, meaning that I now had only one more to find, as well as another scanner room fragment, unlocking the blueprint. And by the end of the day, I'd finally managed to find the third and final Seamoth fragment needed. The next item on the list of things I wanted to do was to start building my new home, but to do so, I needed to be able to craft a habitat builder. For this, I needed silver ore to be able to craft the wiring kit. So I spent most of the morning searching for barnacles on the reefback leviathans, and then, on my way back to the LifePod, I found another laser cutter fragment, unlocking the blueprint. Back at the LifePod, I crafted the habitat builder, but I realised that my excitement for building my new base would have to wait for now, because I had yet to unlock the blueprint for the multi-purpose room. Ingredients unknown for a multi-purpose pod? Somehow. While back at the LifePod, I received another radio message, this time from LifePod 6, but the signal was corrupted, meaning that there was no last known location. I then spent the rest of the day gathering the materials needed to craft the sea moth. But it turns out I needed to first unlock the mobile vehicle bay to be able to craft it, so that was 2 for 2 on failed projects for today. I was running pretty low on hydration once again, so I used some of the salt deposits and coral tube samples to craft bleach, which I then used to craft disinfected water. This produced 2 bottles per 1 bottle of bleach and provided even more hydration. I then headed back out in search of Lifepod 6, eventually finding it inside the grassy plateaus biome, where I found another data box, this time containing the blueprints for the Ultra Glide fins. Finally. Yes. With that, I'd unlocked the blueprints for the mobile vehicle bay. Heading back to the life pod, I received another message from the Sunbeam, informing me that they were approaching the planet and provided me with the rendezvous location, as well as a countdown to their arrival. But for now, I ignored the Sunbeam's coordinates and instead crafted the mobile vehicle bay.
To PDA. The sea moth is a fast
Yeah, I built a sea moth.
transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Oh my.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Haha! This is wicked. With my newfound speed, I headed off to the location of Lifepod 19, but I got distracted because I spotted something far more interesting. Oh my god, there's an island. So it turns out there's land in this game too. Who would have thought it? Oh, there's bloody crabs again. These crabs need to stay away from... What's up there? What's that? Can I scan this? No. Ooh. Heading back to the sea moth, I found another abandoned building. Ooh, multi-purpose room. As well as the multi-purpose room, I'd found the blueprints for an indoor grow bed and another PDA. Why is that broken again? I thought I repaired that. I'm not exactly sure why, but this thing kept breaking. Thankfully, it was an easy fix. Heading back outside and with time to kill before the sunbeam arrived, I began to build my new home. But of course, it wasn't long before I'd run out of the materials needed and had to head off in search of more. With the timer running down, I decided now was a good time to head to the rendezvous point. What is going on? Holy shit! It's gonna get shot down, isn't it? That's a rifle. That's what happened to us. We were shot out of the sky.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there.
Oh,
We broke an atmosphere and
fuck.
we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. No turning
See you
back
later,
now.
fella.
Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8.
It's gonna blow up on 5. Oh, he's gonna...
It's coming from the building? Change
No!
course. Set thrusters to full.
Holy moly. So, the rescue mission was a bust, meaning that I would now have to find my own way off the planet. Ooh, what's that? Purple tablet. Get in this door? Oh. Oh. Hey! But once again, my hunger levels were low and I didn't bring any food with me, so I left for now, which would turn out to be a stupid decision on my part because it would take me days to find my way back here. Back at the life pod, there was another radio message waiting for me.
Slated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting.
What
Analyzing.
the fuck?
Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Yeah, that ain't at all comforting. So not only do we have to deal with the hostile creatures, it turns out that there's some sort of alien species lurking somewhere on the planet. While back at my base, I placed down a solar panel which powered the multi-purpose room. I then built a scanner room which at the time seemed pretty pointless because it would only show the location of the items inside the scanner room. But after looking at the blueprints, I found an upgrade. Scanner room magnetite. I need magnetite to stream data from scanner room to the HUD. I'd yet to come across magnetite, so I'd have to wait for now. Instead, I got back to work expanding the base, building an X compartment as well as another multi-purpose room. Placing down some storage lockers inside my base, the power ran out. This was due to the fact that the solar panels only produced enough power to run the buildings throughout the day. So I looked at the blueprints page for an upgrade, but of course I didn't have the required materials, so I headed back outside in search of silver ore to be able to craft the wiring kit. Returning back home, I crafted the bioreactor and then placed inside a Ming plant seed and an alien egg. The bioreactor would then compost these items, turning it into energy. While out searching the nearby area, I found another wreckage where I found the fragments to a battery charger as well as the propulsion cannon. No. Is it actually making me coffee? It does indeed spit out coffee, but sadly it will not fix my hydration problems because it only has +4 H2O. I then placed down an indoor grow bed where I stupidly tried to plant acid mushrooms, but of course this wouldn't work. So instead I placed them all inside the bioreactor, and with that absolute fail out of the way, I finally made my way to Lifepod 19, although there was a problem. The Seamoth's maximum depth was 200 meters, but Lifepod 19 was at 300 meters, so I would have to swim down the rest of the way. Yeah, I get it. Alright, so I'm gonna have to park it like here.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Oh my god, the oxygen goes down so quick. What oxygen tank have I got on? A standard HO2. Let's just gloss over the fact that I said HO2 instead of O2 because clearly I was being a bit of a goose. But it turns out, somehow I had managed to swap my O2 tanks, meaning that I had just enough oxygen to get down to the life pod and back up to the Seamoth. Once back at my base, I went in search of the high capacity O2 tank, eventually finding it inside one of the storage lockers. I then crafted the propulsion cannon and headed back to the Aurora where I used it to move the debris in front of the door. Once inside, I picked up this conveniently placed fire extinguisher and put out the fire. Exploring the Aurora, I found a PDA containing the access codes to the laboratory, which includes lab access 6483. Inside, I found a data terminal which gave me the blueprints to a repulsion cannon. Exploring the Aurora further, I found another door that needed to be cut open, but I'd not yet been able to craft the laser cutter as I hadn't been able to find the required diamonds, so it was once again time to leave the Aurora. Whoa, no, what is that? Oh my god. What the hell? After shitting my pants, I decided the best course of action was to get out the area, and instead went in search of the required diamonds for the laser cutter. Holy moly. Ah, magnetite. Exploring this new area, I found magnetite as well as the required diamonds. So I headed back to the life pod eager to craft the laser cutter, and of course I headed straight back to the Aurora to cut open the door that was blocking me progressing further. Once inside, I found another data terminal containing the Aurora's black box, as well as the fragments to another vehicle. What is this? Prawn suit fragments. So I scanned the 4 required prawn suit fragments, unlocking the blueprint. Thank you. I then headed deeper into the Aurora where I extinguished the fire to the living quarters where I found another data terminal and this cool poster. Pick up prawn suit poster. Exploring further, I made my way into the Seamoth Bay where I found a Mark 1 depth module. I then found the Aurora's drive core, but I'll be honest, I couldn't work out what I needed to do in this room, although I did find the energy efficiency module for the Cyclops. Heading back to the sleeping quarters, I found the door leading to cabin 1, but it required an access code, so I checked my databank where I found the code. Cabin 1, 1869. Once inside, I found another PDA and a first aid kit. Exploring further, I found another locked door which read Captain's Quarters, but I had yet to find the code required for the door, so I would have to return to this at a later date once I'd discovered the code. No. Oh. Stupidly, I'd managed to get too close to the fire, killing myself in the process, and with my Seamoth still at the entrance to the Aurora, I was left with no option but to use my sea glide to get back to the ship. Once back at the ship, I made sure this time to not directly stand in the fire. Access upgrades. Seamoth! Oh, it can now go to 300 meters. While back at the life pod, I received another radio message revealing the coordinates to lifepod 12. Before heading off to its location, I placed down the poster I found on the Aurora. I then crafted the scanner room HUD upgrade, setting it to search for stalker teeth. Ah, that's pretty cool. I would have never spotted them. Eventually, I made my way to lifepod 12, which was located at 1200 meters away at a depth of 250 meters. Whoa, what's attacking me? Oh my god. After narrowly escaping the jaws of whatever that thing was, I found another PDA, containing Medical Officer Danby's crew logs. I then decided to make my way back down to the jellyfish room cave, where I found my first piece of lithium, as well as stumbling across this abandoned base, where I found a databank containing the high-capacity O2 tank, which I'd already unlocked. So I instead received a few pieces of titanium. While outside searching for more material, I'd found another wreckage, and once inside I found a sealed door, which I opened using the laser cutter. Inside I found a data box containing the blueprints to the Cyclops sonar upgrade, as well as the final fragments towards the stasis rifle. Oh no, not you again. No! No! Oh! Let me go. No, come on! I'm gonna die. No, go. Keep going. Holy. Thankfully, I'd managed to escape the Reaper, but in my haste to get away, I'd managed to venture out towards the crater's edge, receiving the following warning.
Entering ecological dead zone. Adding report to databank.
What the hell has just happened? Oh my word. No. Get out of here now. Get me away from this stuff. No! Oh, I'm done for. No! I'm done for. I can't get away from it. Wow. That's me finished. Unbelievable. So with no other option, I made the long journey back to my base using the Sea Glide. Once back at my base, I set about gathering the materials required to craft another sea moth. My, what the hell? Those things are a nightmare to kill. Oh! It's safe to say that this particular recording session was proven to be stressful, and at one point I even thought about giving up for the night. But nevertheless, I carried on, eventually crafting the sea moth. Although we'd lost the Mark 1 depth module, so we could only descend to its original depth of 200 meters for now. Heading back out in the sea moth, I found another wreck where I found the 3 fragments required for the modification station.
30 seconds.
And on the morning of day 23, I finally found the island containing the large rifle. Once inside, I made my way through the large structure, although I'm not exactly sure why I'm clearing the corners like I'm playing a round of CSGO, because let's face it, if there's something in here, what the hell am I going to do? Exploring further, I found a databank containing an unknown language, as well as this large alien looking chunk of material. What is that? Ion cube.
Your best probability of interfacing with this facility.
Whoa, no.
By accessing the control room in the
Oh,
lower
Jesus.
section.
Yeah, great. I'm floating down. Oh man, this is crazy. After reaching the bottom of the elevator, I found a moon pool and an alien transportation arch. Exploring further, I found another purple tablet laying around, as well as the Doomsday device inside this glass case. I then inserted the purple tablet I just found into another one of these force field controls, allowing me to progress further into the control room. Interact. Oh shit. No. What is that? Oh! What the hell has it just done?
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
I'm infected. Infected with what? They'll probably stab me again. Yeah. I thought I'd just try it for good luck. After being stabbed by the infection control terminal, I received another databank entry containing the details to another 2 alien facilities, both located at depths which I am currently unable to reach. So for now, it was back to searching the planet for more items, but the local population had other ideas. Oh, for God's sake. No, not again. Come on. Leave me alone. Ah, get off me. I'm dead.
Leviathan class life forms in the region.
Yeah, great.
You're certain whatever you're doing is worth it.
Not really. No. Oh, I'm not having a lot of fun on this game, I tell you. How? How do I keep ending up getting smack banged in Leviathans? All I'm trying to do is find stuff. And this game is whooping my ass. That it was indeed, but eventually I'd managed to find another wreck containing the blueprints to a lightweight high-capacity O2 tank and a battery charger fragment. Returning to my base, I safely stored the iron cubes inside the storage locker and then crafted the modification station, where I was able to upgrade my survival knife to the thermal blade, which cooked small fish for immediate consumption. Yo, let's have a look at this. Oh, that is sick. Heading outside, I tried the newly crafted knife on the fish currently caught by my grav trap. Heading back outside in search of more wrecks, I found the fragments to a thermal plant and then stumbled across another biome where I found my first piece of uranite crystal. On day 26, I decided it would be a good idea to build a second scanner room further away from my base, hoping that I could find even more new materials. Ruby, hey! And so my plan had worked, finding my first piece of ruby. Oh, not again. What the fuck is going on now? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you? If you haven't guessed already, I was pretty stressed out by this point. The second scanner room had found gel sacks, which was one of the items needed to be able to craft aerogel, which was one of the materials needed for the prawn suit. But before heading off to collect it, I made sure to put down a beacon. Otherwise, I would most likely spend the next 5 days searching for the scanner room. How could I not see that before? Yeah, that's annoying. With the gel sack now collected, I headed back to the fabricator, where I was able to craft the 2 required gel sacks for the prawn suit. And while gathering the remaining materials needed, I received another radio message.
Can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer.
Sandwich run, you in?
Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
The regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should
And
be...
if she doesn't,
Just tell her the regular, dude.
okay.
The
If
code...
I say regular, she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679.
2679 for the captain's quarters. Sick.
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
And with that, I now had the code for the captain's quarters on board the Aurora. Let's just hope this man got his ham and cheese because he deserves it. But before heading back to the Aurora, I'd now managed to gather all the material required for the prawn suit. There we go.
Piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
900 meters depth. Wow. The bioreactor had started to become low on fuel, so I decided now would be a good time to craft some external grow beds, where I placed in the last pieces of gel sacks I had lying around. And after chopping at it with my knife, I now had 3 seeds, so work that one out. Before heading off back out in search of more items, I finally got around to crafting a battery charger, because half of my storage was currently being taken up by dead batteries. Heading back towards the Aurora, I finally found Life Pod 4, although I'm not sure how I've not spotted this previously. Inside the life pod, I found another databank containing the blueprints to a creature decoy and a first aid kit. Exploring the nearby seabed, I found the final fragment to the Cyclops Bridge. Cyclops Bridge fragment. Beautiful. So I need engine and the actual Cyclops hull, I think it is. It was indeed the hull, but both of which had been elusive to this point. Exploring further, I found another exciting item. Moon pool? What's a moon pool? Nearby the first fragment, I struck gold finding the second, unlocking the blueprint, as well as finding the third and final hull fragment needed for the Cyclops. I then stumbled across another wreckage where I found the blueprints to a vehicle upgrade console. So with all the newly unlocked blueprints, I decided now would be a good time to head back home, where I used the habitat builder to look at all the materials required for the moon pool. I was once again low on titanium, so I set the scanner room to find metal salvage and went on a spree, eventually collecting enough to be able to craft the moon pool. And that means I can now dock my Hey, that's sick. The excitement was short-lived when something strange started to happen inside my base. Why is my hull damaged? It turns out the more you build, the weaker the structure gets, requiring reinforcements, which was clearly stated at the top left of my screen this whole time, which I'd failed to spot. Instead, I spent about 5 minutes going around the base repairing the hulls. I've just built that, how can that be damaged already? All damage due to weakness. Oh, have I got to put reinforcement parts on it? Hold on. With the hull now reinforced, I went round the base repairing all the hulls. No, there we go. That was crazy. On day 30, I built the vehicle upgrade console inside the moon pool. You can change the colours. Oh, that looks quite cool. Not only can you change these colours, but you can also change the name of the vehicle. So I went with the name that I thought was rather fitting. Actually, we call it fish food. Let's just have a look back at why exactly fish food is a perfect choice. No! Oh, I'm done for. No! No! I'm done for. I can't get away from it. Back at the second scanner room, it had found fragments, so I set it to search for them and then went off in search of what they were. But unfortunately, these were all blueprints that I'd already unlocked. Seamoth modules. Ah. It turns out you can also craft upgrades for your vehicles at the console, allowing me to finally craft the Mark 1 depth module that I had lost to the Ghost Leviathan. Or has it forgot what it's doing? Yeah, it's forgot what it's doing. Prawn suit drill arm fragments. Oh yes. Following the scanner room HUD display, I found the 2 drill arm fragments required, as well as a depth module blueprint for my Cyclops. So I headed back to the base where I looked up the items needed for the prawn suit drill arms. Titanium, lithium, diamond. Enables the mining of large resource deposits. It had been a while since I'd received the 4-digit code for the captain's quarters, so I made my way back into the Aurora, where I found a storage module I'd missed earlier, and then entered the code into the door. Abandoned PDA, captain's log. Ah, you can pick up an Aurora miniature. What? New blueprint, Neptune escape rocket. Oh wow, no way. I bet that needs some materials, I tell ya. My observations there were correct. It needed a lot of materials, some of which we'd yet to come across. After leaving the Aurora for the 3rd time, I looked into what materials were needed to craft the Neptune's launch pad, but of course I was once again low on titanium, so I did another metal salvage run. Late into the night of day 33, I had everything required for the Neptune's launch pad, but first I had to move the mobile vehicle bay into deeper waters, because it was too shallow where it currently sat. There we go. Whoa, look at the size of that. God. After crafting the launch pad, I looked into what materials were needed next, all of which I currently had inside my storage lockers, so I gathered the items and then returned to craft it. You get that little cool music. With the gantry now built, the next section was to be the Neptune's boosters. Nickel ore, aerogel, plasteel and wiring kit. I don't even know what nickel ore is. With a need to now find nickel ore, I went off in search of it in deeper waters, where I found everything but the ore, finding the remaining 2 Cyclops engine fragments needed. So you best bet that I got my ass straight back to the base and looked at what was needed to craft the Cyclops. One item I was low on was lithium, so with the use of the scanner room, I was able to find some more down in the jelly shroom caves, finding a nice amount of lithium, diamonds and magnetite. Whoa. No. Nearly. Yes, I know. It's day 36 and yet I'm still getting caught out by the crash fish. Returning back to the base, I crafted an upgrade module for the Seamoth and then went out to try it out. Whoa. Is that sonar? Honestly, watching this clip back has me banging my head against the table at how stupid I am. Of course it's sonar. It's in the bloody name of the module upgrade, but it did prove to be a pretty useless addition. Oh, sorry buddy. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Don't come at me. He was not happy. All that was needed now for me to be able to craft the Cyclops was some lubricant, so I grabbed some grapevine clusters and then headed back to the mobile vehicle bay. Yes! 40-foot sub. Look at that. Yeah, that is cool. Boom, baby! Board Cyclops. Toggle external floodlights. Oh my god, you can toggle the internal lights on and off so you can see better. That's sick. At this point, I was like a kid in a candy shop. Engine offline. Oh my god, that sounds sick. Yeah, this is cool. It's got a horn? Give it a name. Oh, I don't know if I should really say this. Big Daddy. Honestly, get your head out of the gutter. What did you think I was going to put? Yeah, hey, there we go. I managed it. After some not so skillful manoeuvring, I eventually managed to dock the prawn suit, and before heading off, I crafted the drill arm upgrade. Although there was a problem, I couldn't work out how to send the Cyclops, so after trying everything possible, I resorted to looking at keybinds in the menu. But of course, I couldn't go anywhere yet, because once again, I was low on hydration. So I headed back outside to collect some bladderfish, where I got a motivational speech from my tablet.
Motivational note. Craig McGill crash landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers, and hijacked a tamed Star Wall. If you can do all that, you can survive one more day.
Sounds like Craig McGill was a certified badass, something I'm not. Wow. I've not even moved. And this thing has drained loads of batteries. The reason why the Cyclops had drained all the battery is because I turned on silent running, and even when the engine is off, it still runs, although at the time I didn't know what was causing it. Refusing to use the Cyclops for now, I headed back out to the Mushroom Forest where I found another wreckage, containing the final blueprints to the power cell charger, and a data box containing a Cyclops thermal reactor. Exploring even deeper, I found some blood oil and a handful of deep shrooms, which I needed to be able to craft hydrochloric acid, which I then used with gold to craft polylinen. This was needed for the Seamoth perimeter defense system, although I was short on silver ore for the wiring kits. So for now, I headed back out in the prawn suit, and with the drill arm now attached, I was finally able to collect the large deposits. How do I get to its storage from here though? Surely that's possible. Yes, it's possible. I would work it out eventually, but for now, I was having another stupid moment. Back at the fabricator, I crafted the wiring kits needed, allowing me to finally craft the Seamoth defense system. While back at the scanner room, I'd noticed that I'd picked up a data box, so I set off to find it, and it turns out it was a wreckage that I'd already explored, but clearly I'd not done a good enough job. I missed this completely. Cyclops docking bay repair module. On day 42, I returned back to my base where I crafted the grapple arm as well as the Mark II depth module for the Seamoth, increasing its maximum depth to 500 meters. With the grapple arm now attached, I headed back down to the jelly shroom caves, because while I was down there before, I'd noticed that there was a large lithium and magnetite deposit. The iPad lady then asked me to perform a self-scan.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing, detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Day 43 was spent doing much the same as the previous day, but after unloading all the material from the prawn suit manually, I finally worked out how to access the storage compartment. Oh, you can open storage here. What an idiot. I now had all the materials required for the ultra high capacity O2 tank, increasing my oxygen levels to 225. I then crafted the ultra glide fins as well as the Seamoth depth module Mark III, increasing its maximum depth to 900 meters. With both my prawn suit and Seamoth at their current depths, I decided now was a good time to venture even deeper. Oh, that thing is hideous.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
Oh, great. Fantastic information. I'm only pooping myself looking at it. Nevertheless, we pressed on to a depth of 390 meters, where I found a large copper ore deposit, and then even larger crabs than the ones on the Aurora. But they were no match for the drill arm. Get away. Get mashed. Back at the fabricator, I crafted an advanced wiring kit, which I then used to build the power cell charger, allowing me to finally charge all the wasted batteries from leaving silent running on inside the Cyclops. I then decided to add a few new additions to my base, crafting an observatory and a vending machine. Although the snacks were not great, giving me +3 food and -2 H2O. You can actually get snacks out of it. No way, I actually can. +3 food. I mean, I'll be here all day getting food out. You can actually sleep in the bed. No way. So after 47 days, we got our first good night's sleep. Although I'm sure my dreams were filled with nightmares of what we've encountered on this planet so far. Before looking to progress further into the story, I decided it would be a good idea to search for more purple tablets, as these seem to be the key to everything around here. So I headed back to the enforcement platform. There we go. Does that mean I can craft purple tablets? Ah, look, I can craft Oh, that's what ion cubes are for, and diamonds. Looking around, I found another teleportation arch, as well as another purple tablet. While heading back home, I spotted another wreckage where I found the fragments to a prawn suit propulsion arm, as well as a torpedo arm fragment. Day 50 was a new recording session, and the plan for today was to find the disease research facility, so I headed even deeper into the sea floor, receiving this radio message.
Scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
What are these lights? Those lights are in fact leading towards the Lost River. Following it even deeper, I found the remains to a Reaper Leviathan. Oh yeah, I think we're down at the Lost River. Oh, what are you? Bugger off. Heading even deeper, I spotted something off in the distance. This would turn out to be the disease research facility. Once inside, I found another ion cube and then used another purple tablet to gain access to the next section. Oh, I'm dinking it badly. Holy, what the hell is that? Skeletal remains. Remains of research specimen. Further into the facility, I also found the remains of a warper that appeared to have been dissected for research purposes.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins.
What do you mean?
Self-scan is strongly advised.
Got a self-scan again.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to databank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Holy shit. What's happening? Oh man, I've got like boils on my hands. Ugly hand. With the disease research facility now complete, it now meant that I had to find the thermal power facility, which was located at 1200 meters. Although currently none of the vehicles could reach that depth. On the way out of the Lost River, I spotted another drop-off point, leading me to believe that the next area was below. But first, I would need to find the required nickel ore for the prawn suit depth module. Although I did manage to find my first piece of crystalline sulfur, nearly dying in the process. No. Oh my god. So with that, I decided now would be a good time to head back to my base and heal up. Oh, bad. Ah, shit. Get off me. Oh my god, I thought I'd just run into something. But no, I ran into a sea leviathan. Reaper Leviathan. Get off. Oh my god, I'm infested waters. Get out. Up we go. Thankfully, the perimeter defense system I'd crafted earlier had come in handy. Otherwise, the ironically named fish food would have become just that. Although, before I could make it home, I spotted another wreckage, finding the fragments to a power transmitter and a data box containing the blueprints to a reinforced diver suit. Once back at the fabricator, I looked at the materials needed to craft a reinforced diver suit. What the hell is synthetic fibre? Oh, benzene, blood oil, free blood oil and fibre mesh. As I had no blood oil in my chests, I headed back outside where I stumbled across another time capsule. Good journey. Beware of deep. We are not meant to go there. Eventually I made it to Blood Kelp biome, where I gathered more blood oil, as well as finding another data box containing the blueprints to the Cyclops fire suppression system. With the material now collected, I was able to craft the reinforced diver's suit, but with the Aurora still leaking radiation, it was pretty useless. So I headed back into the Aurora's drive core, where I finally realised what I needed to do, fixing all the damaged sections inside. Final one. Oh, hey, extinction event avoided. Get some like music or something. It's playing like a little fancy tune. This now meant that the radiation levels around the crash site would slowly start to decrease. I then headed back down to the Lost River because I still not managed to find nickel ore, and if it's anywhere, it'd be down here. But before heading inside, I placed down another beacon so I could find it easier next time. That thing is huge. Heading into the Lost River, I found a tree that reminded me of the Tree of Souls from the Avatar movies. Heading down into the fog, this time not receiving damage, I found my first piece of nickel ore. What's that? Nickel! Yes! We found it. So I spent as long as possible searching for more, eventually finding 14 pieces before heading back to my base, where I found another radio message, although this time I was unable to understand it because I don't speak gibberish. I then crafted the prawn suit jump upgrade as well as the depth module, increasing its maximum depth to 1,300 meters. I'd also managed to collect enough nickel ore to allow me to craft the next section of the Neptune. Huge! It's going to be massive. It's got another section to go on top yet, I think. Once again, receiving the materials required for the fuel reserve, 2 of which I'd yet to unlock. So we now need 4 crystalline sulfur, kyanite, ion power cells, and plasteel ingot. Before heading back down into the Lost River, I decided it would be a good time to stock up on water, food, and purple tablets. I then headed straight to the point where I spotted the drop-off point previously and descended down, but on my way down I spotted a deposit of kyanite, which was one of the final ingredients needed for the Neptune. Holy fuck, what the hell is that? No, I don't want to be here. Oh, he spotted me. Get me out of here. No. Leave me alone. Don't grapple onto it. No, come on. I thought this game couldn't get any more terrifying, but seeing that thing coming towards me certainly took the biscuit. After making it past the sea dragon, I searched the lava zone for the entrance to the thermal power plant, but I ended up getting pretty lost. After a further 10 minutes of searching, I finally found the entrance. Yes, finally. Whew. Making my way through the cave, I eventually found the exit to the thermal power plant. Once inside, I found a large iron deposit, and then I inserted the purple tablet into this force field control. Acquired. Oh! No, she's back again. What do you want? Come here to me. Is she in here? With no sign of the ghost-like figure, I made my way further into the building, using another purple tablet to disable this force field, where I collected another data bank from this terminal, and then I received another update from my iPad.
Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
So it would appear this game goes even deeper. But once again, my prawn suit was not capable of reaching 1400 meters. I then found another data terminal, although this time it was orange, receiving the blueprints to an ion battery and a power cell. Ion battery. Infused with alien technology. Before heading back to the Cyclops, I made sure to collect some more crystalline sulfur, as the prawn suit was not affected by the green gas. Oh. No, what the hell? Ah! Boy, it transported me out my thing. Bugger off, mate. After escaping the Warper's mind tricks, I set about heading back to my base so that I could craft the next depth module for the prawn suit, but it turns out everything was against me at this point. What the hell is going on? How did that happen? No, I'm panicking. I think we've lost it. For some reason, the Cyclops had glitched and was not making its usual voice commands, so it didn't inform me that the engine was overheating. Thankfully, a quick reset of the game fixed that. Back at the base, I crafted the required iron power cell for the fuel reserve, as well as the Mark II depth module for the prawn suit. With all the required material now crafted, I headed to the launch pad and crafted the fuel reserve. Cyclops shield generator, computer chip, enameled glass plus steel. I've not even got a Cyclops shield generator yet. Forgetting about the missing Cyclops shield generator for now, I crafted some more food and water before heading back to the Lost River. Although this time, the local creatures had other ideas. Get off the hull. What? Fuck's sake. Get up. bloody fire. After putting out the fire, I headed back to the surface and began fixing the holes in the hull. Eventually, I was able to make it down into the Lost River, where I began the descent all the way down to 1400 meters. Holy shit, yep. Oh, no. Not now! Get out of the way!
I am what you seek.
Yeah, well,
Want to help.
that thing's gonna seek me if he bloody gets hold of me. Get out of the way. Yeah, he did it. Ah! No, go. Holy crap! Oh, look at the size of that thing. If those things don't give you nightmares, I don't know what will. But thankfully, I made it into the facility unharmed. Once inside, I inserted the blue tablet into this pillar, deactivating the force field. I then explored the facility, finding a preserved fetus, as well as scanning an alien building block, artifact, unusual box, and an ancient blade. This must be... This one's a blue tablet as well. Oh no. So I brought more purple tablets, but I didn't plan on the fact that I'd need 2 blue tablets inside the facility. So I spent more time searching the base, desperately trying to find a tablet laying around somewhere. Holy crap.
Appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
This is insane. Although there was enough eggs in this room to raise an army, there was no blue tablet lying around. So with no such luck, I explored the facility some more. What the hell is this room? Like a little water slide. Is that where the eggs go down?
Integrating new PDA data.
Ventilation control room.
Welcome aboard.
Once again, with no such luck, I activated the 4 alien arches inside the facility, hoping that I could find some Kyanite nearby. But of course, none were anywhere near that depth. Hopefully it's not a one-way ticket. So with no other option, I headed back into the Sea Dragon's lair, thankfully finding a piece nearby, and in my wisdom, I'd brought all the materials required to be able to craft a mobile fabricator room inside the prawn suit, so I set it up directly outside the base. Blue tablet, yes, there we go. Whoa, what's going on? Whoa! What the hell are you?
Are you here?
Oh, it's
to
you.
play?
To play?
Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone.
Oh, she just wants a friend.
We have you.
That sounds
We are
good.
curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Once down at the bottom of the Sea Emperor Leviathan's aquarium, I inserted another iron cube into this terminal. Let's put an iron cube in. Oh, no, she's coming back. Whoa. What are you doing, lady?
Need to hatch, to play outside this place.
Huh?
We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I
Whoa,
asked
what's your
them
tentacles?
for freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, we've got to take this database. Incubator.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
There's no oxygen in here. Got to lose oxygen. It turns out the aquarium is rich in oxygen, more than likely from the pipes we saw inside the ventilation control room. What are you doing, lady? Whoa! Well, thank God for that. She's just blowing off a portal thingy. God, watch your bloody hands. Ah!
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place.
Hey.
First, they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Right, okay. Aha! And with that, I was handed the blueprint for hatching enzyme, which needed the following 5 seeds to craft it, some of which could be found inside the aquarium, but for the rest I used the portals I had activated earlier and gathered an ice stalk seed and the tree mushroom seed. I then rebuilt the mobile fabricator and crafted the enzyme. What do we do now? Insert hatching enzyme. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, they're gonna hatch. Oh, they're all the little babies, look. Oh. Hehehe. What a story. Whoa. There we go.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land.
No, she's gonna die, maybe.
Nature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
What's that? Touch concentrated enzyme 42. Oh shit. What is that? No! Oh, is this the cure? I think I've just been cured. Ah, cure the infection. Returning to the enforcement platform, I was now able to disarm the rifle. Right, let's shut this system down, boy. Oh. No, 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 not again. What? Oh, it's actually shut down this time. I thought I was still infected. Oh, this is creepy. It's proper shut down. All that was left now was to complete crafting the Neptune, so I headed back to the Cyclops and then made my way home where I crafted the final pieces needed. But I'd yet to find the Cyclops shield generator, so I called it a night, and I'll be honest, for the final piece I just searched it on Google. Cyclops shield generator. Wicked. Returning to the launch pad, I crafted the cockpit and then made my way on board the Neptune. Enter rocket. You can put storage in here. Why would you need that? Auxiliary power unit. Alright, we're powered.
Auxiliary power unit online. Communications
Hydraulic systems.
active. Pressurizing
Let's go.
hydraulics.
Holy crap. Primary CPU.
Primary computer systems active.
Pair time capsule. No way, can you leave a time capsule? This was the point where it clicked that the time capsules I'd found earlier in the game were in fact left by other players. It's scary down there.
Life support systems online.
Here we go. Get me out of this shithole.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain.
Launch, boy.
in 10, 9, 8,
Whoa, you got some birds.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Goodbye.
Time capsule capsule jettisoned. Caution. Approaching orbital
Oh no,
debris
fuck off.
field.
You're gonna crash land again. Oh. So we've just done that for nothing.
Debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver. Confirm destination coordinates.
Nearest
Nearest interstellar phase gate.
So we have survived at least, that's alright.
Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa. Cool. Where are we going? That's bright.
What is a wave without the ocean?
Ah, she's back.
A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
See you later. As always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe.